two, one.
Hey everyone, happy snow day. I hope you're enjoying your time at home today, but I want to get you started on your next week of work here in microeconomics. Just a quick recap, I guess, of chapter one. I hope you have been successful in signing up with Remind. Most of you all have, great job. And most of you all have completed the confirmation assignment and the icebreaker. It's been great to get to know you all and chat with you a bit there. It's a big class, so I didn't quite get a chance to talk to everyone or respond to everyone's, but I do try and make a presence there. Now, my grading policy is to get these things graded by the end of this week. So due dates were 1/8. I hope to have those done no later by next Sunday, but usually I'll try and knock them out throughout the course of the week. I'm pretty good about grading, and but you won't see confirmation that you've done those till a few days from now. This week seems a little bit crazy with the snow stuff. I've got my kids home this week, which is why I'm in a strange corner of my house, the only quiet place that I could find. All right, here we go, week number two. And also, thanks for your feedback and the time on task. A lot of y'all expressed some of the cool things you want to learn. Many of them are things that we'll be tackling, and I kind of take that into account, and it's something that helps let me know what you're up to and what you're interested in as well. All right, so here's what a typical week looks like in our class. It begins on Monday, today, the 9th, and it finishes on Sunday night, the 15th, when most of your work is due. What you'll see at the beginning here is a little text message that will give you an overview of the things that you need to complete in class. For some reason, my internet's a little slow here at home. It's taking a while to come up. There it is. This is what I'm going to discuss with you in this screencast video right now. But you can print it out if you want, maybe use it as a checklist. What you'll see below this is what you'll learn this week. These are the concepts most important from chapter one, which is what we're studying, what economics is all about. And by the way, you'll notice for those of you who have taken microeconomics, chapter one, this is the overlap of the two classes. We study an introduction to economics in both classes. So it may be review for some of y'all, but review might be good. So you'll also see resources. What I've got is let's see, this is a screencast, kind of a classroom lecture of what I would do with chapter one. Watch that if you wish. I've got some classroom notes from chapter one. If you open this up, you'll see some PDF files with some notes. These are kind of what I use in the classroom. Those are things you may or may not find useful. What you definitely need to do, y'all, is make sure that you read chapter one. That is vital to get to be successful in this class, is to read your textbooks. All right, so here we are. Now, here's what you need to do this week. Here's an overview. You have another time on task. I'm over here at the bottom, by the way, working from the bottom up. Again, with questions. They open up on Thursday and close on Sunday. The reason I do that, the time on task should be the last thing that you do. So I want you to see what you learned, what you didn't learn, what worked well, what didn't work well, those type of questions. Great feedback questions for me. And at the end of the week, you'll also do a pre-quiz, which is going to introduce you to chapter 3. Okay, we'll skip chapter 2 and go right into the demand curve. So 5 basic introductory questions. Again, you get to do them twice. You get about 20 minutes for each attempt, and I take your highest grade. You don't have to master the material by the pre-quiz. It's simply to introduce to you what we'll be working on next week. Now, your post-quiz here is also due on Sunday, and that covers chapter 1. So you get one attempt at that, and they're worth more than your pre-quizzes. So keep that in mind. You want to be well prepared to take that test and be ready to go. You've got a discussion assignment this week as well. Because the group is so big, I think we have 44 students, you're broken into 2 smaller groups. And before you do the discussion, listen to this podcast about who gets lungs. It's kind of a cool example of economics, right? Economics is about scarcity. You may have learned this. It's what we study in econ. And lungs are a great example. More people need them than there are available. So the problem is, how do we allocate them? And that's what I want you to address in this first one. I'm having trouble opening things right now, I guess, with my internet is slow at home. But, there we go. Finally, what you'll need to do, you guys, in this is by Wednesday, the 11th at midnight, you should post your first response, which should be a well-crafted 10 to 15 sentence paragraph or more that shares your ideas and insights and sets a tone for a great discussion. Next thing you'll do by Sunday is respond to two other people or more with a solid 4 to 5 sentence response. So just a simple response, I agree or don't agree. I want you to really help keep the discussion going. What will make this class very lively is a good discussion. So take these as seriously as you possibly can. And the grading rubric is there for you to review. Yeah, that's basically what we'll do with the discussion. And we'll do these maybe every other week. We don't do them every week. I think it gets a little old and tiring. So I like to mix it up a little bit. Sometimes we'll have them week after week, but not always. Now, the other thing you have due this week is your first Chapter 1 problem set, which is in MindTap. So let's go jump over there. And let's see, you should be seeing this screen about now. There we go. So a few things that you'll see. Your full textbook is over here. And assignment 0, these are just a couple of useful practice assignments. One is about just simply how to use Applia. The other one is about, which is your problem set package. And the other one is a math and graphing assessment. We're going to be working right now here in Chapter 1. Now, actually, I'm going to delete. We're not going to be doing Chapter 2. That one will disappear. But we are going to do Chapter 1. So if you click on Chapter 1, you guys, what you'll see are a few things. Let me clarify here. Your Chapter 1 textbook is here. Now, it says there are 11 activities that are graded. I want to clarify, those are not graded. For some reason, I can't get rid of that banner. And the activities are useful. They're not graded. They're not required, but they're recommended. You'll also see down here a problem set, end of chapter questions. These are indeed practice, good to do, but not required, and also a quiz. The more you do, the better you'll understand. But I don't require you to do every single thing. Maybe a little bit too much busybody work. You can see what resources work for you. What is required are these Applia homework assignments. Got it? Click on that. Here's quickly, very briefly, how they work. Is you will see for Chapter 1, 5 questions. They can be multiple choice. They can be mathematical. They can be graphical. There's a variety of different ones. If you click on Chapter 1, the first problem for Chapter 1, turns out it's multiple choice. Let me call false. I don't know if it's right or wrong. And I'm going to grade it now. I don't have to. Oh, man, I got it wrong. Bummer. So I got 0 points. Now I could take it 2 more times, okay? And my final grade for this question is going to be the average of my number of attempts, okay? So it's not your highest score. So I'm going to go down here, try another version. Yay, let's see what happens. I'm going to go for it. Let's go true this time. And darn it, I got it wrong. Let's try it again. What do we got? What do we got? True. Let's go with true. I'm not even reading these because I'm running out of time. I got it right, so you can see my final score is the average of the 3 attempts. And I want to put some bite into these. Some people have been a bit negative about the Applia problem sets that we're doing in class, but I find them really useful, as have many other students. They engage you in the material, and there's some bite in them, right? You're not going to get 100 on all of them. You need to actively be working in them and be engaging with them to be successful. I encourage you all to work together if you wish, if that helps. You learn in a group environment. I encourage that. Okay, now we'll get back there. Let's go back to the main. So that's MindTap for you. I don't think I can say anything else at this point. All right, so here we go. Back over to our main page. And make sure that you get set up in Remind. And looking forward to the discussion this week, getting to know a little bit more about y'all. And I think that's it. So shoot me a Remind message if you have any questions, and we'll chat soon. All right. Adios. Have a great snow day. Bye.